now to sing Banks of Marble, Bruce Brackney.
Thomas Jefferson said, banks are more, I guess I'll have to do this myself, dangerous than standing armies. I am reminded of the words of the legendary thief and safecracker Willie Sutton, who, when asked why he robbed banks, he said, "Because that's where the money is." Well, I suspect that was true back in Willie's day, when the bank's job was to keep track of their investors' money. That was their primary job. Nowadays, it seems like nothing but an annoyance for them, as they charge you every time you turn around. Speaking of which, it reminded me, I took a banker's advice one time. Invested all my money in toilet paper and revolving doors. Got wiped out before I could turn around. Mark this, Mike needs Viagra. Well, it's fitting that we're here in this august space. It is, after all, Palm Sunday. And it is those palms which the corporations and the banks continuously thrust in our face, asking, indeed, for a whole lot of gimme and not much thanks a lot. We're going to reach back and eventually sing a song here. Historical aspect, written in 1950 by an apple farmer in New York named Les Rice. It talks about some of the more historical aspects of the banks when they actually foreclosed, you know. They still do, of course. But I thought that I would like to inject a secular homily here in these proceedings. I think it's time for that. And I would ask that I be granted the dispensation of a suspension of political correctitude while I deliver this homily and not be interrupted by derision. Now, two corporate executives and a banker went into a strip club. They sat down from the bar where the action was taking place. The stripper began her routine. The first corporate executive took out his wallet, removed a $10 bill, and beckoned the stripper to move over in his direction, which she did with alacrity. He took that $10 bill, he licked at it, and he pasted it on her posterior. She was grateful, she moved away. The other corporate executive, not to be outdone, took out his wallet and a $50 bill. Beckoned the stripper over. She modulated over there with great grace. And he took that $50 bill and he licked it and he pasted it on her other cheek. They turned and looked at the banker. who was feeling mighty uncomfortable by this time, folks. So the banker took out his ATM card, swiped it in her posterior cleavage, grabbed the $60 and beat it out the back door. Thank you for your tolerance. I travel around this country, from shore to shining shore, and it really made me wonder about the things I heard and saw. I saw the weary farmer plowing, sliding low, and I heard the auction hammer just knocking down their home. But the banks are made of marble with a guard at every door, and the vaults are stuffed with silver that the farmers sweated for. That's the chorus. Well, you can find your way there next time around. I've seen the seamen standing idly by the shore, and I've heard the boss man saying, got no work for you no more. But the banks are made of marble with a guard at every door, and the vaults are stuffed with silver that the seamen sweated for. I've seen the weary miner scrubbing coal dust from his back, and I've heard his children crying, got no coal to heat the shack. But the banks are made of marble with a guard at every door, and the vaults are stuffed with silver that the I'm sweating for. I've seen the weary old folks without a nickel left to give, and the hovels that they exist in are not fit for rats to live. But the banks are made of marble with a guard at every door, and the vaults are stuffed with silver that the old folks sweated for. I've seen our people working throughout this mighty land, and I pray we'll get together and together make a stand. Then we'll own those banks of marble with no guard at every door, and we'll share those vaults of silver that we